Hey everybody, it's Deanna Durrell, your intuitive relationship coach and spiritual mentor. And today we are going to talk about the 5 signs to leave a relationship. Now, it is never a fun feeling when you get that sinking sense that it's time to leave, but these are 5 obvious signs that will help you decide what to do. So the first one may seem obvious, and it's more common than we like to admit, and that is abuse. Bottom line, if you are experiencing any kind of physical abuse in a relationship or emotional abuse, which can be really kind of below the surface, a constant feeling that you're not safe, this is a sign that you may want to consider leaving the relationship and getting support. Now, the second sign is constant lying. Now, it's really common, especially at the beginning of a relationship, to feel like you can only present your best self. On a first date, you may have experienced this where you only talk about your accomplishments and the things that are going great in your life, and you really don't reveal a lot, maybe from your past, stuff that you're still kind of ashamed about. But as things go on and you are in a solid, committed relationship, it's really not normal to have constant lies and mistruths. So what I mean by this is maybe they're sort of telling you the truth half the time, or they're giving you a version of the truth, or you just don't feel safe to actually express yourself and say how you really feel. So there's this low level anxiety in the relationship of, I have to watch what I say. Now, for a long-term partnership, this is disastrous. And if you are not feeling comfortable to tell your partner the truth and to tell yourself the truth, that is a sign that something bigger is going on. And it is definitely a sign to leave a relationship. The third sign is stonewalling. Now, these all kind of build on each other. By stonewalling, I mean that you avoid having any kind of important conversations, especially if it's around something that's uncomfortable, but really important to you. So if you constantly are, saying you're gonna talk about this, your future together, for example, or, something that came up, it doesn't really matter what it is, and you're consistently getting a stone wall or avoidance on the other side, that is a sign to leave a relationship. It indicates that, one or both of you, right, may have some communication issues that you're not willing to work through, to be honest with each other. So if you're not able to have important conversations and feel safe to do that, and you're stonewalled or ignored when you try to initiate those conversations, that is a problem. Number 4 is neglect. Now, neglect is different than, they're not giving me 20,000 compliments a day like they did in the beginning. Neglect is, completely ignoring you, completely ignoring your needs, your desires, your feelings, not considering you in decisions consistently. That is a sign of neglect. Making big decisions that involve you without you, right? This is another sign of neglect. And then finally, the 5th one, which ties it all together, is a lack of acknowledgement and appreciation. Now, this can come on both sides or just one side, but done long enough, over time, this erodes the relationship, and it's a sign to leave. If you are never acknowledged and you've repeatedly communicated what you need, and the other person is just blatantly outright not doing it or appreciating you, maybe you're constantly doing things for the other person, not from that space of needing approval or validation, but because you genuinely love them, and it's never acknowledged, never ever appreciated, and you're not getting anything in return. That's something to look at. All right, let's go over those 5 signs again. The first one is abuse, physical or emotional. Second one is constant lying, not feeling safe to tell the truth. 3 is stonewalling, a consistent avoidance of important conversations. And number 4 is neglect. 5 is lack of acknowledgement and appreciation. I'd love to hear from you. Which one of these signs rings a bell? Maybe you relate to them, or maybe you stayed in a relationship too long and you saw these signs early on and didn't want to face it. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you found value in this video, definitely share it with a friend or two. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you never miss any videos on how to trust and love yourself and have empowered relationships. For more goodies, check out the channel and also check out my website at thedancinggoddess.com. I will talk to you soon.